There's going to be a video now showing my 1969 Ericsson model N1900E244. I've already taken this under the screws on the dial and all that to take it off easy in the video, but the dial is got the telephone rentals logo in the middle, TR, wait for dial tone. I'll take this off now. I took the screw out prior to the video so I can take this phone easier apart. To get this phone apart, you have to take the dial off and undo these two screws on the thing here, and this should come apart. This is an is this a Dicon case or an ABS one? Got number 17, so it's an ABS, but there's a poster in there. Here's the Ericsson thing. Until it's telephone rentals, it would have had a sticker there saying telephone rentals, but it's been taken off, probably by the previous owner. I didn't get this out of the UK this time. I got this actually here locally. It was actually being sold on eBay locally where I went, in the Melbourne. But actually just down in Geelong, was not too far away. I ordered this and it only took 1 day in transit and it came straight away to my door. That's actually interesting. It's got the famous array of resistors to replace the regulator board like they had in 706s. These are, my Aussie fans will be not sure what I'm talking about. This is the regulator board is. You have the blanking side. What blanks off the regulator, he went in that way, and it's also got the thing where you put the regulator in when it's wide, when it's set to work. What it does, regulates is boosts your line or cuts down the line voltage. Depends if you're further away or close to the telephone exchange. Now, where I live, the telephone exchange is right next door to this building where I'm actually living in, so if I don't have to worry about low voltage phone, so I can actually plug my phone straight. Well, I'm not going via the telephone exchange, I'm going via VoIP anyway, but via PABX unit. But inside the N1900, similar to a 706, this is an Ericsson clone of one, private variation of it. Got your bell 24A, no 24B that side, 24A this side. You've got the dial 21. This is not the original to the phone. The dial plate is original, the black ring is original, and the dial opal label and finger was original, and the finger stop, but the workings have been replaced because the original one was broken. It had the horrible plastic dials and it was completely knackered. I couldn't get it to work. I tried reassembling, it was absolutely knackered. Got your bell coils with an N number. It's got the date code on the bells there, 1969. 3rd month. This is not being rewired. This is how it was wired when I got it, and this is how I left it, because the way my phone system is, I've got to have a ring capacitor to make it work. But that's how it's originally wired in. But if you have used the original line code for the British with a free core line code this Ericsson one has, you can use the green, you just use green as blue, like Andy mentioned in his video as well. When I got this phone though, it did have a few bodges done to it. Like I'll explain, because I saw the one on the table anyway. The previous owner, or it was either done by Telecom Australia, this was bodged on the end of the original line cord. They'd cut the spiking, it was just sort of some of those regular slide-on connectors would go onto one of these. But what I did, I was able to restore this line cord, put some spakings back on, and wire it to the junction box. I'll show you inside the junction box if anyone's wondering what's inside here. The screw is dropped out, I'll get the screw. There it go. Now, the way I've wired this phone up, got my RJ connector coming one side, go to the green and red, and inside here I've done a bit of a modification, because someone's going to come in and say in the comments, where's the resistor for the dropping the red value down? Resistor's right there across the bell and the line to make it resist ren of 1, not a ren of 4. But when I say this, it means the bell coils draws a bit more power and a normal ring on a normal modern day telephone, so that's what the resistor is all about inside the junction box, inside the phone. But normally if you're doing the British conversion, you put the resistor here, where this link is right here. But I've got it inside the junction box to make so I can keep the phone original wire I know it was. They're the new spakers I put on to repair this original line cord so I can keep the phone original with all its bits. The junction box was required from eBay. Someone in the UK was selling one, so I picked it up and it was quite cheap. I got it for about $20. And I got it for $40, $20 for the box and then $20 postage. It's quite a good price actually, but I wouldn't recommend paying that much for a junction box, but I did buy this because I want to make the phone correct and awesome. It's a plain one as well. It hasn't got the GPO logo on it, so this would be perfect for an Ericsson, because I don't know if Ericsson actually had their ETL logo on the boxes or plain ones. I don't exactly know. The way this thing goes back together, I will show you this before I turn the camera off. The way the dial rings kept on, this one's actually falling off talking about it. You have the original ones, because there is reproduction of these. The original ones are held on by a metal clip. But the later ones, the 746, are just connected on by spinning it in a weird position. But you can get reproductions of the alphageometric ones like that, slipping around the dial with the numbers letters. They can get reproductions of those. They're not good as the originals. Because the numbers on these, I will mention this, are actually back painted on the back of the dial, but it's actually printed on them in the reverse on the back. And then it's painted a particular colour so you can't rub the numbers off. I'll put this back together on camera. When you put one of these back together, then once you've got the case on, tighten these two screws up on here on the handle. Now this handle was pretty rusted when I got it. It was completely corroded. I actually was able to take the corrosion off by using my sander to sand it all off, and then polish it with abrasive polished up Brasso, and it came up pretty shiny. Now I put the dial on. I put the dial on there. This is the original label that came with this phone. I do have some reproduction ones I made up of an Ericsson ETL one I have in here. But I took it out prior to this video because these are telephone rentals one. So I haven't got another telephone rentals label. Well, I do have an earlier one in another Ericsson phone, but I'm keeping that in there as it was supplied to telephone rentals as well. Telephone rentals are a company in England what supplied these private office blocks and big buildings and hospitals and all that. Now to get the opal off, normally it's just a bit of sellotape and it comes off. I might demonstrate it on next people because my people fans will know. Whoops, I dropped some stuff now. Right, you get a bit of sellotape like this. Stick it over the opal. Oh, it didn't work actually. Put it on there. Oh, it's not going to do it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not work, but where it's supposed to, you put it on there and yank and it comes off. I'm going to try one more time here on the video. Yeah, like that, see, you yank it straight up and it pulls the opal straight out of the telephone. That's how you get it off. Don't use a screwdriver, you'll snap the opal off. Unless the opal's completely stuck and you can't get it, if you have to use a screwdriver. I have had to do that once on the red one there, because we couldn't get the opals. It was so badly stuck in, I had to use a screwdriver to get it out of there, where you shouldn't actually do. That's my Ericsson model N1900E244. There we go. That tells me it's an Ericsson. And when you have a model something with an N on your phone, it means it's an Ericsson one. But this is an Ericsson phone. I got it off eBay in Australia. You have to wait 3 weeks for it to come from England. This one, but this is my Ericsson model N1900E244.